Hello and welcome to the Mental Health Hotline. If you are obsessive compulsive, press 1 repeatedly. If you are codependent, ask someone to press 2 for you. If you have multiple personalities, press 3, 4, 5, and 6. If you are paranoid, we know what you are and what you want. Stay on the line and we'll trace your call. If you're delusional, press 7 and your call will be transferred to the mothership. If you are schizophrenic, listen carefully and a small voice will tell you which number to press. If you are depressive, it doesn't matter which number you press, no one will answer you. If you are dyslexic, press 69696969. If you have a nervous disorder, please fidget with the hash key until the beep. After the beep, please wait for the beep. If you have a short-term memory loss, please try your call again later. And if you have low self-esteem, hang up. All our operators are too busy to talk to you.
Oh man, not again. Where's my meds? No, fuck that. I don't need them. It's just that I'm seeing two of myself. I must have a twin. Either that or the disorder creeping out from within. This isn't ADHD cause I had that as a kid. I think it's like mixed emotions. I can't explain what it is, but till I know it's not normal, yet neither am I. And I might come across the same, but I can no longer deny that I might be a little crazy. It's just my reality. I've been living in the shadows of my split personality. Some call it bipolar, shit I call it torture. Half the time I don't know myself, it's like living in horror. It might even be paranoia. Regardless, I'm on the border. I live in a double life between myself and the performer. Cause all you see is president, but you know nothing about Mike. Just pay attention, let me show you the ins and outs of my life. My dad threw me in a home, then I stopped to think twice. You don't even know the kind of things I had to do to survive. It's like looking in the mirror, you see your reflection, right? But all you see is yourself, and now it's hiding inside. So everyone is looking at you, sees you like they're blind, so they can't see all the pain that you secretly hide. It's like looking in the mirror, you see your reflection, right? But all you see is yourself, and now it's hiding inside. So everyone is looking at you, sees you like they're blind, so they can't see all the pain that you secretly hide. At night I usually hear voices, and sometimes I talk back. I wonder if there's someone there or if my mind's under attack. I keep thinking that it's maybe all these thoughts compacted in my brain full of corruption. Now my life's hijacked. My head races, my mind scatters into pieces like a puzzle. It's like 1 second I find, the next I'm looking puzzled. Cause a minute ago I swear I was attempting to pop the bubble, then I fell and all of a sudden I'm laying in the puddle. See, that's Mike's life, but y'all just too quick to judge. Unless I told you about my feelings, I really wanted no much. Instead of asking questions, you keep yourselves at a touch. And only come to my aid cause you think my feelings up. Well, that's my fucking two that ain't support. That's straight up abuse, and I ain't falling for that shit. I know I'm being used by my two sides and go with day without having confused. I'm talking as a president, who are you referring to? It's like looking in the mirror, you see your reflection, right? But all you see is yourself, and now it's hiding inside. So everyone is looking at you, sees you like they're blind, so they can't see all the pain that you secretly hide. It's like looking in the mirror, you see your reflection, right? But all you see is yourself, and now it's hiding inside. So everyone is looking at you, sees you like they're blind, so they can't see all the pain that you secretly hide. What am I all in my feelings for? Like, I know why, but for what? I thought we were past all this shit. In my feelings for what? So I can just be depressed? Anxious what I'll be feeling with my emotions expressed. I'm tired of feeling stressed, it's like my problems just stretch. And the longer that they grow, the more that I get upset. It's like I'm living in debt. Someone get the pallbearer, watching it play out in my hand like I was a fortune teller. I keep telling myself it's fine, but in the end I know better. I could write a book about it and it'd be a bestseller. But who'd be interested in reading a story about my life? If they won't hear it on the track, then they must not like what I write. That's why I don't express myself, but yet I'm sitting here with you. It's hard to trust, so I don't talk cause information gets misused. My whole life I've been abused and never been one to accuse. Could you be told I rise above it and the negative gets removed? So to answer your question of why I'm in my feelings, it's cause I come to terms with life and now I need some more healing. I've been in my feelings since I was a youth. Abandoned to the system, I ain't even get to choose. Head down my P's and Q's. Don't ask questions cause it's rude, but if you tell then it's snitching, that will beat you black and blue. I've been in my feelings since I was a youth. Abandoned to the system, I ain't even get to choose. Heading by my P's and Q's, don't ask questions cause it's rude. But if you tell, then it's snitching, then we'll beat you black and blue. I'm in my feelings for what? You can see how I was raised. Every year another chapter, I just had to turn the page. You'd be in your feelings too if you were standing in my place. The only difference is I learned how to completely manage race. So tell me that I'm in my feelings just for nothing again. I probably break down and cry from my emotions within, cause I can't control myself, I'm an emotional wreck. I go to therapy sessions just to be given meds. Maybe I'm exaggerating, it's probably just in my head. Either that or I'm just sick and I just need to go to bed. I be feeling the worst, then my thoughts start to spread. I'm cutting ties with my emotions like I'm cutting off dreads. But it's not easy to say I'm done with the issues in my life, cause I've been known to hold a grudge and not attempt to make it right. I grew up with so much dirt, it probably come back to bite. Hell, I wouldn't blame it if it did, I would give an invite. I've been in my feelings since I was a youth. Abandoned to the system, I ain't even get to choose. Head down by my P's and Q's, don't ask questions cause it's rude. But if you tell, then it's snitching and we'll beat you black and blue. I've been in my feelings since I was a youth. Abandoned to the system, I ain't even get to choose. Head down by my P's and Q's, don't ask questions cause it's rude. But if you tell, then it's snitching and we'll beat you black and blue. If you were standing in my shoes, then you'd completely understand it. The reason I'm in my feelings is all because of my past. For some reason I feel attached and I don't know if it'll last. But all I know for certain is that it's whipping my ass. And I don't like to hold a grudge, but I'm thinking I should, cause these emotions be fucking up more than just my childhood. You should have them in this room, cause what you're doing is no good. They'll act like it's my fucking fault that I'm so misunderstood. I've agreed to share with you, but I don't need your advice. I'd rather gamble with my life than let you roll the dice, because I've said it before, you're only here for a price. And I won't sit here looking stupid while you pretend to act nice. So you gon' listen to me talk, but don't say a word, and stop writing shit down. I only wanna be heard. The rest of my life story might sound real absurd. I promise you, just talking to you is all I need to be cured.
DreamLifeBeats.com. Can't fight these demons I try. Can't trust these thoughts in my mind. So reckless, so reckless. Can't fight these demons I try. Can't trust these thoughts in my mind. So reckless, so reckless.
I was just a child, hella wild and misplaced. That mom always on my case until the day I caught a case. I thought everyone who told me they would rock with me would stay. Showed my family love because I thought they'd do the same. I watched them all turn their back, they act like they don't know my name. That trust grew old and died, how can it ever love again? I was 13 smoking weed just to fit in and maintain all the thoughts in my head that kept driving me insane. Every little mistake that happened, all the eyes were on me. I wasn't allowed to be a child, I skipped over my teens. School fights and gang relation was my daily routine. Paid more attention to the wolves and didn't care about the sheep. Now I'm reckless.
Can't fight these demons I try. Can't trust these thoughts in my mind. So reckless, so reckless. Can't fight these demons I try. Can't trust these thoughts in my mind. So reckless, so reckless.
All the demons in my head giving me bad advice. Took the light out of my life so the dark could suffice. No happiness in my world, just lots of anger inside. It's like the mic I used to be just rolled over and died. I had to fight and live the struggle. I'm glad I survived, cause it's a dangerous world. I'm lucky to be alive because the demons in my head keep reminding me of my past. Now I can't trust my own advice, that's why I'm living in wrath. Feels like I'm in the depths of hell, the way my soul keeps burning. I can feel it deep inside every time my stomach's turning, and I don't wanna be reckless. I don't wanna feel alone, but I'm so used to all the pain that sometimes I need it most.
Can't fight these demons I try. Can't trust these thoughts in my mind. So reckless, so reckless. Can't fight these demons I try. Can't trust these thoughts in my mind. So reckless, so reckless.
lot of questions and you're confused and scared. You're probably wondering who to trust because that much ain't clear. But to be honest with you, man, you still got a lot to learn. And you're stuck in the corner and nobody seems concerned about the innocent human being that was left and all alone. I've been in your shoes, I know what it's like in the cold. To see I'm you and you're me, and I have all your memories from the past and up and now. Even the ones you haven't seen, I remember when we were younger, acting like we could rap. Set up concerts in a room and gave our vibes to the fans. But the fans were a bunch of pillows, stuffed bears and dolls. So we pretend our room was an arena packed from wall to wall. That's pretty much all we did. I don't miss being a kid, but if I could change it all I wanted, could've led us to this. But I promise it'll get better, and I'm here by your side. If you can skate this on my hand, I promise it'll be alright. Now that you slowly made your way up out of your shell, let me tell you when your life slowly turned into hell. It all started around 9 when Dad found another wife. I kinda had a feeling then how things would turn on in her life, but still I played it cool. And then a few years passed, and the dirt turned into mud and everything changed fast. We got arrested and booked, gang life had us hooked. But when we didn't get a visit is when I felt overlooked. Never lived with that again, we ended up in a home with 5 other boys that like us were alone and would expect to be scared. Frozen like a stone, but we actually felt alive cause we were in our comfort zone. 5 years later, we're living out on our own with no idea what to do because this life was unknown. But we survived, so to me, that's all that matters. We just took it day by day, step by step up the ladder. First year on our own, we had been through a lot. Stayed out of trouble doing music, even held down a job. No one expected we succeed, they just laughed in our face. So we had to prove them wrong and show them that we weren't afraid. Even though deep inside, we feared for our life. And though we've been away for years, we really couldn't survive. So we had to endure, stay focused on the ride. But there was always obstacles that we had to push aside. And at the age of 19, we finally found love and had somebody to lean upon, someone that we could trust. Got married and had kids, left our past in the dust. Started a brand new life, so we had to adjust. The best decision I ever made was cutting everyone out. Stop talking to everyone who ever tried to drag us down. Can you hear what I'm saying? We're finally free, free to finally be ourselves and do as we please. Hey yo, man, I'm usually not one for storytelling, you know what I mean? But I figured I'd get on the track and tell you mine. Listen.
Looks right beats.
During my youth I was abandoned, thrown away in the home. Like Rapunzel, abandoned, thrown away from the throne. Stepmom taking over, that's getting high off his face. Before the argument that's to come from the 12 pack a day. So sometimes I wish I could sleep forever, never wake up and feel the pain. I'd rather dream of the better, but yet the better for me was in the home with 5 others, away from the drama and the evil stepmother. Supposed father at home, no calls, no visits. Now that Gorella's in control, my family's out of commission. Fast forward a few years to when I'm living life free. All of a sudden my dad's dead, like he's always been there for me. Nah, don't even mention my name. I'm not about to be a pawn that gets used in your game. Don't act like you were there for me through the suffering pain. Your wife didn't want me around, and that's the way it's gonna stay. Do you know what it's like to be kicked to the curb, to feel like no one loves you and you're too scared to even blur? Cause your words don't mean nothing, you're too stupid to be heard. Just bury me in the dirt. and please do not disturb. Do you know what it's like to be kicked to the curb, to feel like no one loves you, and you're too scared to even blurt, cause your words don't mean nothing. You're too stupid to be heard, just bury me in the dirt, and please do not disturb. I tried to move on with my life and attempted to make amends, but the ones that turned their backs to me were family and friends. So in the end it hurt worse, the impact was hard to bear. The final blow was actually knowing that my parents didn't care. I used to be close to my siblings, now that's old and dead. I've maybe made some bad mistakes, I'd still never pretend to be a part of someone's life, gain the trust and up and leave when they needed me the most to help them back on their feet. You will never succeed, get that through your head. One of my stepmom's favorite words, the brothers mocking what she said. You would always be a failure, immature and always trouble. Said I'd never be nothing, push me down and watch me stumble. But by the way I'm living now, it's proof that I made it out. My dad's happy and proud, but I do my best to drown it out, because he wasn't there for me through the suffering pain. His wife didn't want me drowned, and that's the way it's gonna stay. Do you know what it's like to be kicked to the curb, to feel like no one loves you, and you're too scared to even blurt, cause your words don't mean nothing. You're too stupid to be heard, just bury me in the dirt, and please do not disturb. Do you know what it's like to be kicked to the curb, to feel like no one loves you, and you're too scared to even blurt, cause your words don't mean nothing. You're too stupid to be heard, just bury me in the dirt, and please do not disturb. It's trauma, man. You know, a dramatic situation that happens to you as a kid, and you spend the rest of your life thinking about it. It just doesn't go away. You often have like a nightmare of some sort. It traumatizes you for the rest of your life. Let me tell you a little bit about my worst nightmare, man. Hey, y'all. I still remember that day, long night, couldn't sleep, just laying in my cell all night, counting sheep, looking at brick walls. All I wanted to do was weep, felt like someone took a knife and started cutting me deep. I was only 13, too young to face the threats that mom wanted me out, but went too far with the steps. My dad only paid attention to the man in the mirror, so it was my word against hers, and he took hers with a beer. So I was left on my own, stuck in juvenile hall, stuck in a room with a sinking four walls, unknowing what to expect. I was lonely and scared, my family had turned their backs and left me in a nightmare. It's like I couldn't wake up, I was trapped in a dream. Nobody could hear me calling, no matter how loud I screamed. It was then at that moment I let my demons come out. All the anger I had erupted and I just let it come out. You ever been to a place that seems like a dream, except this place is dark and lonely and nothing like you have seen, and the voices in your head are telling you you should be scared. You realize then you're trapped in a nightmare. You start to call out for help, but all you see in here is space. You start breathing fast and pacing, thinking how to escape. You close your eyes and hope that soon this can come to an end, and you wake up in your bed in a pile of sweat. You ever been to a place that seems like a dream, except this place is dark and lonely and nothing like you have seen, and the voices in your head are telling you should be scared, and you realize then you're trapped in a nightmare. You start to call out for help, but all you see in here is space. You start breathing fast and pacing, thinking how to escape. You close your eyes and hope that soon this can come to an end, and you wake up in your bed in a pile of sweat. That's my trauma, you know? My worst nightmare. The worst day of my life. Shit. The worst night of my life. I think about that day every day, man. But there's more. That's kinda how the process went. I was dozing in and out, thinking how can this happen and wondering how to get out. I was trapped as a child, mind stuck in a maze, placed in a scary situation. I just wanted to escape, but I was trapped in a cage, depressed and full of rage. And no matter where I went, there was anger in my veins, felt like a freight train hit me. And now with the lights, when I woke up my head was pounding. I knew something wasn't right, I was confined to brick walls 12 feet apart. I didn't even have a toilet, just a sink and a cot. And I remember being shook cause I was knocked the hell out, but I didn't wanna wake up, cause I didn't wanna live this down. I asked where I was at, cause in my head I was lost, and I just wanted to be home. I get there at any cost. It was then at that moment I let my demons come out. All the anger I had erupted and I just let it come out. You ever been to a place that seems like a dream, except this place is dark and lonely and nothing like you have seen, and the voices in your head are telling you should be scared, and you realize then you're trapped in a nightmare. You start to call out for help, but all you see in here is space. You start breathing fast and pacing, thinking how to escape. You close your eyes and hope that soon this can come to an end, and you wake up in your bed in a pile of sweat. You ever been to a place that seems like a dream, except this place is dark and lonely and nothing like you have seen, and the voices in your head are telling you should be scared, and you realize then you're trapped in a nightmare. You start to call out for help, but all you see in here is space. You start breathing fast and pacing, thinking how to escape. You close your eyes and hope that soon this can come to an end, and you wake up in your bed in a pile of sweat.
It's Dummy. This some real shit for y'all. When you lose a parent, it's hard to know what to do. That's why I started doing drugs. Tell me, why did you? There's no good reason to keep living this way. It's so hard to stop it, they always want you to stay. The sky turns gray, then I look away in shame. I've never been held down, so how can I be tamed? You may wish there was, but there's no one to blame. All of us are different, but in some ways the same. Life's a game, and we all need practice. Too bad I didn't know that last bitch was an actress. Same as the first, most girls just want you to hurt, or so it seems. Harmless when you just want to flirt, then you turn it into something when your heart wants more. And you're surprised, you're sad when she walks out the front door. Stupid cunt whore, now you're yelling in fear. Can't handle being alone, you need to shed your last tear. The sky turns gray, then I look away in shame. I've never been held down, so how can I be tamed? You may wish there was, but there's no one to blame. All of us are different, but in some ways the same. The sky turns gray, then I look away in shame. I've never been held down, so how can I be tamed? You may wish there was, but there's no one to blame. All of us are different, but in some ways the same.
58 still young, clouds cover the sun. Still warm from it, rains little to none. Should be a good day, but remember it just started. Niggas round here are borderline retarded. They all think they hardship, but really they're just nothing. Put some J's on your lips, your mouth keeps running. Go ahead, come and try it out there. I can see you scared, but don't try to compare you to I, cause I already tried. Left me asking why, all I was told was lies, so I left it like that. Gave me the wrong map, brought right back in the trap, still made it back. I'm surprised I didn't lose it, or maybe that's why I'm so focused on my music. I got my own movement, but everyone knew this. Reason why I laugh, cause all of y'all clueless.
The sky turns gray, then I look away in shame. I've never been held down, so how can I be tamed? You may wish there was, but there's no one to blame. All of us are different, but in some ways the same. The sky turns gray, then I look away in shame. I've never been held down, so how can I be tamed? You may wish there was, but there's no one to blame. All of us are different, but in some ways the same.
I can never be tamed when my life is this hard. Demons on my shoulders trying to tear my soul apart. I keep praying to God, but there's no faith in my heart that one day I'll see the sun shine right through the dark. Drift from head to toe, all I'm seeing is rain. My life's free falling, and I'm going insane. Stuck in my emotions, constantly feeling pain. Depression's eating me up, but I got no one to blame. It's just me, myself, and I, and it's only life. Besides myself, my only friends are my kids and my wife feels eating me up. I don't understand why I spend most of my days at a fucking 9 to 5. Money is an issue, try to run it from these bitches. As much as I hate to say it, childhood I really made you, but I keep my head up and I fight for my fam. I have no one else to blame, and I ain't giving a damn.
Turns gray, then I look away in shame. I've never been held down, so how can I be tamed? You may wish there was, but there's no one to blame. All of us are different, but in some ways the same. The sky turns gray, then I look away in shame. I've never been held down, so how can I be tamed? You may wish there was, but there's no one to blame. All of us are different, but in some ways the same.
There was a time when I was alone, nowhere to go and no place to call home. My only friend was the man in the moon, and even then sometimes he would go away too. Then one night as I closed my eyes, I saw a shadow flying high. He came to me with the sweetest smile, told me he wanted to talk for a while. He said, Peter Pan, that's what they call me. I promise that you'll never be lonely. And ever since that day, I am a lost boy from Neverland, usually hanging out with Peter Pan. And when we're bored we play in the woods, always on the run from Captain Hook. Run, run, lost boy, they say to me, away from all of reality. Neverland is home to lost boys like me, and lost boys like me are free. Neverland is home to lost boys like me, and lost boys like me are free.
When I was a young kid, I thought it'd all go away. Thought that I would grow up, there wouldn't be any pain. I was emotionally crushed, physically abused, verbally beaten, had my heart broken too. I wasn't paid attention to, that really didn't care. All I wanted was attention, but the attention wasn't there. So things are too hard to bear, so I took care of myself. Moved out at 13 and never looked back for help. I was alone on the streets with no money to eat. I needed a way out, so I looked toward the G's. Started hustling for a buck, trying to stack cheese. Ended up joining the gang at the age of 14. Things were all good until one day I got popped. And when I say I got popped, I got arrested by cops. I was flying too high and wasn't looking where to land. I got trapped as a lost boy, stranded home Neverland. Now I'm back.
I am a lost boy from Neverland, usually hanging out with Peter Pan. And when we're bored we play in the woods, always on the run from Captain Hook. Run, run, lost boy, they say to me, away from all of reality. Neverland is home to lost boys like me, and lost boys like me are free. Neverland is home to lost boys like me, and lost boys like me are free.
It's like everywhere I went, trouble was there to follow. The pain ain't gone away, but it just created more sorrow. My dad was pushing me away, cause that mom was in his ear like he didn't care how I went, as long as I disappeared. From then on I was on the streets, labeled as a black sheep. Mindset was fuck my family, I'm only living life for me. I was living in a struggle and didn't have a correction plan, so I got trapped as a lost boy, stranded on Neverland, but now I'm back.
I am a lost boy from Neverland, usually hanging out with Peter Pan. And when we're bored we play in the woods, always on the run from Captain Hook. Run, run, lost boy, they say to me, away from all of reality. Neverland is home to lost boys like me, and lost boys like me are free. Neverland is home to lost boys like me, and lost boys like me are free. Lost boys like me are free.
Here I am, expressing myself again.
This is majestic.
You yelling at Rose Town like we from the same place, same time, same space, but from the gutter I was raised. I was treated like an animal, starving in a cage. No one was there but my mind, and my mind was enraged. I was lost, feeling broken in my head. This was life. If the hood was a battlefield, then I done earned stripes, cause I had to be a soldier to survive in the fields. It was all green lights, there was no slowing down the hill, no stop signs, no warnings. I had to learn on my own, had to do a U-turn and hope I didn't leave my zone. down, because the minute I lose focus, I was snapping too. Lose control of all my feelings and my emotions will leave my view. And I don't think I'd have the heart to fully see this thing through if it wasn't for the suffering that I had to live through. All the late nights and fighting that I had to do to survive wasn't all for nothing. I'm just glad to be alive. I came from the gutter, cold nights without a cover. All the years of abuse is what really caused my stutter. I never knew I'd rise above it. The way life is now, I love it, but deep inside I ask myself if I can really trust it. I said I came from the gutter, cold nights without a cover. All the years of abuse is what really caused my stutter. I never knew I'd rise above it. The way life is now, I love it, but deep inside I ask myself if I can really trust it. I spent years hating myself. I was angry and depressed, punching holes into walls, didn't know why I was stressed. All the anger inside exploded, I was emotionally possessed. What else? Attached to my feelings, showing severe signs of duress. I had no one to call upon or reach out to for help. The therapist drugging me was the worst I've ever felt. I thought doctors were obligated to look out for your health, but it was me against the world, there was nobody else. My best friend was myself. I felt useless staying alone. I was knocking for support, but nobody seemed to be home. Still I kept calling. I guess nobody had a phone, cause all I got were voicemails and a fucking dial tone. I knew nobody really loved me, let alone even cared. But I already saw that coming, so at least I was prepared. But that's not what family's for, even one so impaired. I just thought that after time things could finally be repaired. But I came from the gutter, cold nights without a cover. All the years of abuse is what really caused my stutter. I never knew I'd rise above it. The way life is now, I love it, but deep inside I ask myself if I can really trust it. I said I came from the gutter, cold nights without a cover. All the years of abuse is what really caused my stutter. I never knew I'd rise above it. The way life is now, I love it, but deep inside I ask myself if I can really trust it. I came from the gutter, cold nights without a cover. All the years of abuse is what really caused my stutter. I never knew I'd rise above it. The way life is now, I love it, but deep inside I ask myself if I can really trust it. I said I came from the gutter, cold nights without a cover. All the years of abuse is what really caused my stutter. I never knew I'd rise above it. The way life is now, I love it, but deep inside I ask myself if I can really trust it. Bad intentions out. Around here they find reasons to switch up like the season, like they just friends who pretend. I know they really don't mean it, they give excuses trying to front, but wanna know what I'm seeing. A person making excuses with no good enough reasons. It's too much drama for me to handle, honestly I don't need it. I just tune them out completely, they act like I hurt their feelings. They put the blame all on me, laughing and pointing fingers. I say fuck them and leave them, cause in the end they gon' need me. One of the things I hate the most is how my family acts. Made one mistake as a child and they just talk in their backs. I never meant to hurt nobody, but the hatred grew fast. A kid should never have parents who don't support them and laugh. And I admitted I was angry, I needed some help. Told myself I was fine, nothing was wrong with my health, but I just needed to be loved and show some attention. But everywhere I tried to go, they just had some bad intentions. I can't trust nobody where I'm from, ain't no telling who's on your side. They got some bad intentions, got some bad intentions. And your best friend could be the one to set you up and be the first one to take your life. They got some bad intentions, got some bad intentions. The word made up of pointing fingers instead of stating the facts. So quick to assume they'd rather all turn their backs. Just throw it in your face, don't give you time to react. They make excuses for themselves and toss you in the trash. What did I do to deserve all the hatred I got? I was only living life the way that I was brought up, being shamed for bad behavior, but that's all I was taught. I was labeled the black sheep whether I liked it or not. I got accustomed to the aggression, it was normal in life. Taught myself right from wrong, but didn't want to act right. I was too used to the negative, never stopped to think twice. Never stopped my past mistakes would cause me to pay the price. Now I'm doing more for my kids than my dad did for me. I closed the door on my demons, I'm finally living in peace. I'm staying away from the people who had it out for me. They all have bad intentions like a viral disease. That's why I can't trust nobody where I'm from. Ain't no telling who's on your side. They got some bad intentions, got some bad intentions. And your best friend could be the one to set you up and be the first one to take your life. They got some bad intentions, got some bad intentions. Oh.
This is majestic.
I wish I wasn't in my head so much. I wish I wasn't in my own way. Cause if I really learned to trust myself, I would never lose.
Chill. I need to get out of my head, it's in a negative place. My mind's playing tricks on me, my thoughts are run out of space. If only I can focus, I can slow down the pace. Cause right now my heart's skipping, cause my brain is in a race. And I understand the pain that everyone else feels, but when I focus on myself, it's like the pain isn't real, but it's just all in my head. That's why I'm trying to get out, but the more I keep trying, something pushes me down. It's that evil inside, I know that it is. Cause all my life, all I know is letting aggression in, stress, depression, and gin. Church, confession, and sin. Why should I express myself if the devil always wins? I don't know why I keep trying. I should know by now that the only one who has my back is the one that's on the ground, the one that's pulling me up every time that I'm down. Ain't no one else in this world but my goddamn self. That's right.
I wish I wasn't in my head so much. I wish I wasn't in my own way. Cause if I really learned to trust myself, I would never lose.
From now on, the only one that I trust is me. I'm getting out of my head and setting my mind free. Clearing up my thoughts, I am now an absentee. The presence not home, leave a message after the beat. Only associating myself with the ones I see fit. Ain't no passengers on this journey, I'm solo in the cockpit. And I refuse to have anybody tell me what I need. My fans are the only supporters that I need to succeed. My whole life I was told I wouldn't amount to shit. For real, they tore me to pieces, I'm not afraid to admit. But I was only 9 years old, treated like a misfit. To my parents, all I was a bratty ass kid. Why did they get in my head? Why did I hide in my shell? Why did they see life as a mirror and only think of themselves? Was it because I was broken that you had to put me on the shelf? But it don't matter anymore, I'm taking this win by myself.
I wish I wasn't in my head so much. I wish I wasn't in my own way. Cause if I really learned to trust myself, I would never lose.
I spent most of my life in the backseat. Shit, no wonder I grew up as a black sheep. Siblings always thought of me as a bad breed. All I ever cared about was the damn streets. But stepmom made me feel like I was taking a leap. She just pushed me off a cliff cause she wanted to see me bleed. I had to live as an adult when I was only a teen. You can say that I was treated just a little extreme. She knew I couldn't tell my dad because his mind wasn't there. She kicked me when I was down, when I get up to get some air. Let her sons come from behind me and push me down the stairs and laugh about it. Who said life was always fair? Well, whoever said it shouldn't, I never cried much at all. If I could take it back, I want it, cause now I'm able to stand tall. From all that I've learned the meaning of what it takes to be a man. I don't hide who I am, I've learned to embrace the past. Now the family's black sheep finally became the GOAT. They done bred me into a beast, now that I'm back at the throat. They act like the past was all a motherfucking joke. Well, joke's on you, cause now I got you in the scope. And I'm exposing all the hatred that you showed me as a child. As I got older, all those feelings slowly started to compile. I grew up trusting no one, my back was to the wall. Now that I've learned from those mistakes, that wall will never fall. That's just the mindset of a black sheep, man. People spent years doubting me, but I've never quit. I can't let them win. I mean, if I let them win, I'll be losing in life. And if I'm losing in life, then I might as well be dead. I can't be dead, man. Cause I'm talking with y'all, right? Fuck them though, man. We gon' rise above that hate. We on this journey together, man. Let's go. At this point, I'm done. I just don't know what else to do. Fuck the people in this world, fuck my life, fuck it all. I don't wanna live life in a constant downfall. Fuck this mic, fuck my fans. I don't really give a damn. Fuck it all, nobody ever understands. Fuck the people in this world, fuck my life, fuck it all. I don't wanna live life in a constant downfall. Fuck this mic, fuck my fans. I don't really give a damn. Fuck it all, nobody ever understands. If I expressed how I feel, people would call me a screw up. Just another human being living life in the sewer. I'm in one big lie. It's time for me to tell the truth. With all the drama in my life, I can snap my spine in two. Shit, do you really want the truth? Should I tell you how I feel? I'm trapped in a cage. My only option is to deal with all the pain and the weight that's been placed on my shoulders. Pressure's got me on my knees. I hope the battle's almost over. I already won the war, but I think the fight is lost. Cause I've been smacked around, pushed back down and tossed, but still I never show emotions of weakness and stress. I don't show signs of sadness or show others that I'm depressed. Cause if I do, then I'll be judged, and I can't stand to see the hate. But how can this shit be piled on my plate? They see me as a disgrace, a loser and a fake. Nothing ever makes sense in this world of mistakes. So fuck it all. People in this world, fuck my life, fuck it all. I don't wanna live life in a constant downfall. Fuck this mic, fuck my fans. I don't really give a damn. Fuck it all, nobody ever understands. Fuck the people in this world, fuck my life, fuck it all. I don't wanna live life in a constant downfall. Fuck this mic, fuck my fans. I don't really give a damn. Fuck it all, nobody ever understands. If you really understood, you wouldn't be asking questions like, why you always in your feelings? Aren't you too young to be stressing? Why you suffer from depression? What makes you so mad? I just ignore him every second like a horrible dead. No matter how much I felt trapped, I was less than a man. My self-esteem was at a low, and nobody gave a damn. So I don't wanna hear you tell me that you fucking understand. You're not the one that gets used more than a sacrificial lamb. No matter what you say, I'm still saying fuck it all. I'd rather die a painful death rather than listen to y'all, because y'all lead me nowhere except down a dark path. And I don't need your medication, I am not a psychopath. I don't need your empathy, your opinions are trash. I come this far alone without you, I will no longer be your ass. You can take your therapy, stick it right up your ass. You will not change my mind, my emotions will pass. So fuck you all. People in this world, fuck my life, fuck it all. I don't wanna live life in a constant downfall. Fuck this mic, fuck my fans. I don't really give a damn. Fuck it all, nobody ever understands. Fuck the people in this world, fuck my life, fuck it all. I don't wanna live life in a constant downfall. Fuck this mic, fuck my fans. I don't really give a damn. Fuck it all, nobody ever understands.
Hi, this is Daniel. Please leave a message and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And if this is an emergency, please dial 911 or go to the nearest psychiatric emergency room where they will assess you to determine if they need to take away your freedom. And if you don't comply with their decision, please be aware that there's a significantly increased likelihood that you will end up in physical restraints and they will inject you with one of any number of antipsychotic drugs. Most likely Haldol.
Here we go. Another therapy session. What are you, a therapist? Why you asking so much questions? Yeah, I know I have issues and I suffer from depression. Lose control of my anger and then I lose all connection till they start asking questions like a therapy session. I'm not one to sit around and talk about how I feel, but if there's one thing that I know, it's that I'm known to keep it real. So if you want my life story, don't show me affection. Let me start with who I am. Listen close and pay attention. I'm that weird motherfucker. It's hard to manage the same dude they talk about when they whisper in Spanish. I'm on some other shit. Got the proof in the attic. I said I'm on some other shit like a fucking dope addict. What you wanna get to know me for? There ain't nothing special here. I'm a wanted in this game. The haters made themselves clear, but I don't listen to the chatter. I leave it all in the rear. So I don't look to the past unless it's through a view near. With a snap of my finger, everything fades to black. What I mean is my emotions get all thrown out of whack. So don't act like you understand and then prescribe me Prozac. This is a therapy session, so you're supposed to react. You just get paid to sit and listen, but you don't really give a damn. With my feelings from 1 through 10, that show me on the diagram. Just find me a solution and be done with this exam before I lose my fucking mind like I was in a traffic jam. Therapy session over. No more talking. I'm not about to sit here and listen to you judge me about what's right or wrong when this is my life. My life means my issues. Therefore, I can deal with them the way I feel fit. So leave me alone. Fuck.